Hey friends, it's Sylvia Mokolo, and I'm glad you've joined me on this journey to enlighten you to thrive and be all that you were purposed to be. Today, I want to talk about not doing life alone. How important is it, even as an introvert? I can never get bored of my own company, and the stuff that I do on my own keeps me pretty busy. There's also that benefit I derive from withdrawing to recharge so that I'm not constantly drained, especially when I've been involved in a lot of stimulating external activities. Having said that, I really want to make a case for not doing life alone. You might be keeping to yourself and going about your life on your own, especially if you're living miles away from your wider family due to relocation of some sort. It feels straightforward to just face your job daily and busy yourself raising your kids and taking care of your immediate family. But while that might be a priority for you, as human beings, we were made to connect. We need human connection to thrive. While it is true that you are quite satisfied doing life alone, there is a beautiful verse that says, the world of the generous gets larger and larger. Then you might say, Sylvia, you're not getting it. I'm not interested in expanding my life in that way. I like being on my own. But then I should remind you that there is more to life than that. Your purpose in life is to use your gift to serve others, to better your world, because it is in the meaningful service of others that you thrive. Apart from your spouse and children, it is beneficial to have some key relationships in your life to keep you thriving. You would want your spouse and children to also have meaningful connections as well. If you don't enjoy making friends, don't freak out at the thought of finding these friendships or connections. I'm here to help. So let's talk about how you can have meaningful connections. First is to shift your perspective. Notice I didn't say change your perspective, because I'm not telling you to change from being you, from being an introvert, from deriving your strength from within. I mean, shift your perspective. That is to take it to another level. The level of recognizing that people need me as much as I need them. You have so much life experience to teach others as much as they have to learn from you. So let them into your world. Be open to finding meaningful connection. And while you are open to it, pray about it. Yes, I strongly believe in seeking wisdom from God for divine connection. What does being open to it mean? I mean by being friendly yourself. Give others an opportunity to interact with you and know you more. You don't have to pretend in front of others to gain friendship. You have to be your authentic self so that you attract the people that are meant for you. If you pretend to be someone other than yourself to make friends, you would have to keep the friendship up that way. You have to keep pretending to maintain that friend, and that in itself is exhausting. So remain genuine and have genuine conversations. You have to remember that you are enough as you are and that you have something to give your world. Don't try to be someone else. Having this perspective takes the pressure off you. Stay open to interacting with others, but don't feel pressured. Be genuine. The right one will stay. Where do you find these connections or friendships? Start from where you go to regularly. Are you involved with school runs? Have conversations one-to-one with parents and even the teachers. Teachers are not exempted, you know. Are there friendly people at your workplace? Are there church meetings you frequently go to? Do you volunteer anywhere? Do you go to any network events? These are examples of where you can find meaningful friendships. Be open to having one-on-one conversations to let people into your world. From these conversations, there will be one or few people that will naturally interest you or you them. Then think of taking it further based on what interest you both have. I feel like I'm coaching you on going on a date, but not so. It's just that we tend to forget that having meaningful friendships can flow in a similar way. Okay, so like I was saying, you take the conversation further by meeting more consistently mostly in the place or context of what interests both of you. I made a friend while becoming running partners. We both loved running and had a lot to talk about during and after our running sessions. I have another that started as a praying partner, and we have grown so close. In fact, because I love praying, I tend to make friends that way. So for you, my friend, there is a friend waiting for you in that area of your interest. Just remain open. Of course, with this comes vulnerability. I don't mean vulnerable in the sense of sharing all your life details with someone else. I mean vulnerable in terms of asking to meet up and be open to being turned down. That's totally okay. You don't want the other person to say yes to meet up just because they don't want to hurt your feelings. The interest should be mutual. So I welcome any turn down or refusal as progress. So it's okay to be vulnerable in that way. The right person or people will eventually show up. And of course, you might start meeting up with someone and find out that they are affecting your life negatively. Be smart and don't hesitate to cut off from them. You are an adult, and so you should not shy away from making such decisions. Kids can find it a bit more tricky and need more counsel on how to cut off because they are stuck in the same school environment for at least 6 years, seeing the same people or friends, but it's still possible to do it. Even if you've had a not so good experience with friendship in the past, don't be afraid to be open again in meeting another person. And don't be afraid to stand alone till you find the right connection. To give an analogy, would you decide that because you hated the food served to you in a particular restaurant, then you would not eat in any other restaurant again? Or worse still, you will not eat food again? No. So, my friend, don't do life alone because of negative friendship experiences. Don't hide yourself from others. Remember that no one is perfect. So in your quest to build meaningful relationships, embrace the other person's differences and imperfections. Don't hide your imperfections from others. Others have them too. Don't hide your genius from others. Others need them too. Don't hide your busyness from others. Others are busy too, but want to make space for you. We all need the right connection. Find yours and watch yourself thrive even more. Until next time, my friend, it's your host, Sylvia Wonkolo, reminding you to keep winning, shining, and thriving. God bless.